Hello and welcome. I thought I would give you a tour of our new school space and take you guys along for the ride as we kind of make it our own and make adjustments. And I've got a puppy crying right here. This is a room that they added on, so you'll see exterior windows. Like these are the roll-out windows here, and then we've got exterior windows here. We've got lots of natural light, but there is a door and a window on every wall, so makes things a little bit challenging. We also need to share our space with a pull-out couch for family to visit. So you'll see I've got stuff lined up in the hallway that I'm moving out right now. But we've got this window here that we may eventually wall in, but I do like how the light comes through from this room into the living room. So I don't know for sure, but we've got a door here. We've got this wall here, so we could possibly put some kind of shelf here. We've got our double doors that walk out to the pool. These are nice because they both open, and we can have them open on a nice cool day. For example, today is really pretty. It's raining out and it's nice and cool. So we can have the screen shut and open up to our pool area. We've got this corner here. I would like to put something here to utilize this space because we just don't have very much of it. And then this is the door that walks out to kind of a courtyard by our garage. And I was so happy that this couch fits exactly in this space. If you look here, it lines up right with the door jamb, so we can still utilize this door. Eventually, we may make this room more of a mud room and only use part of the room, but at this point in time, we just need to use it as it is, and they've got a real light carpet in here. So we won't use this door often, except for maybe while we're doing school to send the kids out on nice days, or to open the door to let a breeze in. So we don't plan to use it very often, even though this is the covered area to get to the garage on rainy days, just because it has white carpet in here. So we don't want to ruin it. So then we've got this big wall here, and we've got a pocket door here. So this space, again, I want to utilize some shelving that we can move when we need to pull the couch out. And we'll probably put our chalkboard here. My kids love to use the chalkboard. And one of the things I wanted to make sure was that we weren't doing chalk over the couch. Even with like a rain gutter or something underneath the chalkboard, you can still get a lot of chalk dust on the floor. So we'll place a rain gutter here and the chalkboard here. Possibly our maps might fit on this wall as well, depending on how low we make the chalkboard. And then we've got this space here. Eventually, we may build a different shelf than this one. This one fit perfectly in our other homeschool space. You can see that the top is not on right now. We did that to move. And it does not fit this way without blocking part of the window. So we have to kind of decide, are we going to keep this shelf? It does not fit anywhere else in our house right now. And my husband built it, and it's a very sturdy, great shelf that we kept a lot of items on. So we're not exactly sure how it will work in this room, but we may put a whiteboard or posters right here, and the pup's being crazy. So here is our table that my kids work on. I do need a desk. My desk was huge. It was a big executive size desk, and so it would take up quite a bit of the room, and it's not easy to move. So that's the main reason we did not bring it with. It takes up so much room, and it's one of those that I found kind of on Facebook Marketplace or something like that. So it's not a desk that I'm really attached to as far as the actual piece itself, but it did hold a lot of stuff. So we've got a lot of this stuff in bins for now and down the hallway that we kept in our schoolroom. It's things like our books, linking chains, math blocks, these kinds of manipulatives that we have used throughout the years. And then we also have other bins that just have things like our butterfly net and extra fall bingo, things like that I have to figure out where we want to keep those because it will not all fit on this bookcase. And this is the only bookshelf we have in the whole house. So today I am working on this room and moving pretty much everything out of it that is not nailed down so that we can start doing our schoolwork today and working within the limits that I have in here. So today I am working in this room to try to get it so we can actually do school and get some work done and figure out what we are actually going to be able to fit in our solo bookshelf, the only bookshelf we have in the entire house right now. And figure out where we're gonna put everything. So join me along for the ride today. And it may be a slow process. All right, I'm back with schoolroom transformation update. So we have brought my big Kahuna desk and I have tried it in several places and cannot find a good spot for it because of how big it is. It's an executive size desk. It has an extra 5 inches or so on each side and an extra 12 inches in the back for additional seating like an executive desk. So currently working with what we have because our other home is not sold and this desk did not sell. We want to actually take and break it down a little bit, cut off some of the edges and eventually make the edges look nice again to make it look like a nice desk. They're just not quite as big. So for now it is sitting in this corner and I'll give you an update of what I'm doing, how I'm organizing, and then we'll see once I get everything put away, how everything feels, and all of that for now. She is so big. I tried her here, and because of the overhang, we could not access the shelf, and it would cover the door anyway. That is something that we may be able to remedy, and I may put it over there once we get to the point where we can cut the edges off. My husband's doing some other stuff right now, so it's not top priority to get that done. So that is an option to move it over there and it'll fit right in here once those edges are gone. Right now we're treating it like this door does not exist. So we've got a door on each wall as I showed before. So we're treating it as if this door and these windows don't exist and we're not using them. They really don't let that much light into our living room and they are there because this used to be exterior. This used to be just patio and they added this as an addition. So here's the current situation. I am organizing this bookshelf right now, taking stuff off that I had thrown on that we were using, and I will now be putting things in my desk drawers and actually taking care of everything. And so I've got our table right here. The couch fits just exactly here as I showed previously. We have the chalkboard up. My plan is to frame out the chalkboard. We actually love to write in chalk and use the chalkboard, and my kids love to do it during school time. They love to just play with it as well. So right now I've told them no chalk until we get a little ledge we'll put on. We had a rain gutter before, so this time I've asked my husband to just make a quick box. We'll frame out the chalkboard and the bottom will be like an open box. And so all the chalk dust can fall down into the wooden box. That way, I don't care about the carpet anymore. I'm just over it. This is a place where we want to be able to enter and exit our home. So we will be changing this carpet out for tile, likely. Tile or some kind of waterproof laminate. So I just don't want the chalk to drip down onto the baseboards. So this is our current situation. You can see Halloween buckets in there. It's our current situation, making it work, while still leaving access to these doors so that we can open them they both open for airflow and for pool access when it's warm again. Possibly putting some kind of hall tree. Probably not a hall tree, y'all. Probably not a hall tree. Probably just an umbrella stand, like a skinny metal one with coat hooks. Or maybe putting coat hooks here for my kids' coats to drip when it's wet outside before we hang them up. So that's the current plan. Again, I will update you once we get it kind of put away, right, Toby? And throughout the journey.